All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment. This type of a game, for all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Gurley again here on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton, open man is Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now it's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Have got him. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, Wahoo. Get it.
On 2nd down, Minshew. Wide open receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check.
Smith. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears have taken the lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks for the defense. They knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton, flush to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7.
Back, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This will be taken at the 10. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and more past the 30. No one there to help. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Here's Murray from midfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. And an alley to run. On the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Murray now on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Kill.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Come on, let's go.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Newton to throw. Buying time to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gun.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. And Newton's going to keep it.
Cam Newton is one of the most athletic, most unique quarterbacks we've ever seen. And his athleticism doesn't just show up when he's flipping over guys. It shows up even on plays as simple as quarterback sneaks.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, it's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Now Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. To throw is Newton. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. First and 10 right at the 20. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Khalil Mack able to get him for a loss of about 3. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now Gurley. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 23-yard run as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Jonathan Allen able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Back to throw, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now a first down throw for Newton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Newton. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Raiders go. Use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 10-yard
first and 10. Newton. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Come on, fellas.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 75 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long, it's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. In for the score. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Now and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton eluding the pressure right. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. They will go for it. Now Newton. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on first down. Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Joe Mixon, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. As the Bears push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They run. It's Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. steps away. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This is Smith. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Newton. And his pass incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. On first down, Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. First down, Murray. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. Open man is Higgins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Newton to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. On first down, it's Gurley.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Newton on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. To throw again on second down. Newton can fight it. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.